Sri Sai Ram. How are you all? Nice? Full of spirits, right? Okay. Hearty welcome to Sri Sathya Loka Seva Gurukulam. Free online classes. Very happy? Okay. Make the best use of it, right? So, now we are in the understanding. Understanding what? Understanding quadrilaterals. What are quadrilaterals? They are the plane figures having 4 sides, naturally 4 angles, and they are also called as polygons. Correct? In polygons, we have different type of polygons. Is it not? If a polygon having 3 sides, called as triangle, 4 sides, quadrilateral, 5 sides, pentagon, 8 sides, octagon, etc., etc. That we have studied already. Also, we have studied about angle sum property. What is the sum of 3 angles of a triangle? 180. Quadrilateral, 360 degrees, and so on. That also we have seen in the previous classes. And also we have seen different kinds of quadrilaterals, namely trapezium. What is trapezium? It is a plane figure having one pair of opposite sides parallel to each other. So, if one pair of sides are parallel to each other, we call it as trapezium. Suppose AB, CD is a trapezium, means AB is parallel to CD. And if the non-parallel sides are equal, we call it as isosceles trapezium. Also, you have seen about kite. How many know how to do kite? Yes, most of you have done it. In the holidays, that is a hobby, right? Playing with the kite. What is the property of kite? The adjacent sides are equal and the diagonals bisect at right angles. If you have not done it, you try this now, preparing a kite. You can ask your friends also or teachers also. Also, we are studying about parallelogram and its properties. Can you name some properties of parallelogram? Yes. Opposite sides are equal. Opposite angles are equal. Then what? The adjacent angles, 2 pairs will be there, they will be supplementary. And diagonals bisect each other. All these things we have studied, right? And let us just see the home assignment. First question, can a quadrilateral ABCD be a parallelogram if angle D plus B is equal to 180 degrees? Can it be parallel? That can it be parallelogram? So, it can be, but not all times. Sometimes it can be, but angle B is equal to angle D. So, if this becomes a rectangle, then it can be 180 degrees. Is it not? That is why it is said all rectangles are parallelograms, but all parallelograms are not rectangles. So, it can be sometimes or cannot be also. In some cases, cannot be, or we will take that only. So, they are asking yes or no. It can be a parallelogram, that is what you say. They are telling yes or no. So, it can be a parallelogram. That is all the answer you must write, okay. And what is the name of the parallelogram here? ABCD, correct. Now, next question, AB is equal to CD is equal to 8 centimeters. So, AB is 8, CD is 8. Now BC is given to be 4, AD is given to be 4 centimeters and BC is 4.4. Can it be a parallelogram? They are asking. They cannot be. Why? It cannot be a parallelogram. Come on, reason. It cannot be a parallelogram because opposite sides are not equal. What are opposite sides? AD is not equal to BC. So, one of the most important property of parallelogram is opposite sides are equal. Here they are not equal. Therefore, it cannot be a parallelogram. And third question in that, if angle A is 70 degrees, A is given to be 70 degrees and C is given to be 65 degrees. Can it be parallelogram? Come on, anybody? Yes, what is the answer? It cannot be. So, ABCD, answer you must write like this, is not a parallelogram. Come on, why? Of course, in this situation only, if in this situation, because angle A, so because angle A is not equal to angle C. What is the angle A given? 70. What is angle C given? 65. So, as the opposite angles are not equal, they are not, it is not a parallelogram. So, A is not equal to C, therefore, it is not a parallelogram. Understood? It is called understanding questions. If you understand the properties only, you can write the answers. Okay. Now, coming to second question, the measures of two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are in the ratio of 3:2. So, one rough figure you can draw. Of course, you can do with the scale and pencil. We will call it as ABCD. You are given that two adjacent angles. So, this angle is say 3:2 they have given. These are called adjacent angles. We will call it as 3x and 2x. So, solution, they are not given name, we will give name. So, what is the name you give? In the parallelogram ABCD, just for convenience we are writing the name, okay. Let, they have said adjacent angles, ratio is given, means it may be 30 and 20, no, if this 30 and 30 and 20, or it may be 60 and 40, like that. Ratio is 3:2 they are given. So, let angle A is equal to 3x. So, what about D? And angle D is equal to 2x. Ratio is 3:2. Is it not? They are called adjacent angles. So, here you can write because angle A is to angle D is equal to 3:2. As the value is not known, we will take it as x. Now, what is sum of these two? So, we know that. Of course, some of you may say, we don't know that. Even if you don't know that, now you know that. Some of you, not all, majority will know. So, remember, that is why we are recalling here and there. So we know that, what do you know? Sum of the adjacent angles is supplementary, means 180 degrees. That is the property you have studied, right? So angle A plus angle D is equal to 180 degrees. Can you name one more pair? Yes, B plus C, correct? B plus C is also 180 degrees. So what is A? We are taking it as 3x. What is D? 2x is equal to 180 degrees. So 5x is equal to 180, or x is equal to 180 by 5. That is 5 3s are 15, 3 remains 36 degrees. Correct? So x is 36 degrees. Therefore, angle A is equal to how much? 3x, 3 into 36. That is 108 degrees. And D is equal to 2x, 2 into 36, 72. So these two angles are got. What about other angles? Angle B is equal to angle D is equal to 72 degrees. Why? Opposite angles are equal. Angle A is equal to angle C, 108 degrees, correct? So this is equal to 108. Therefore this also becomes 108. This is 72. This also becomes 72. Clear? But sum of all the angles, 360. So shall we pass on to today's topic? Noted? Very nice. So today's topic is one more property of a parallelogram, that diagonals of a parallelogram are not of equal length, but they bisect each other. They bisect each other. What do you mean bisect means what? They cut at equal lengths. See, here is a parallelogram. What is the name of that? ABCD. Here it has got two diagonals, AC and BD. They intersect at O. And also we know opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. This is already studied. Also we have studied angle A is equal to angle C, angle B is equal to angle D. These are all the properties of parallelogram. We are coming to the last property here. What is the last property? We are proving that diagonals bisect each other. That is the property we are proving. For that, we have to take diagonals. Now you are getting, you have to prove that AO is equal to CO. Also, we have to prove that BO is equal to OD. For that, you can find two triangles here. Can I name it? Yeah, one triangle is called AOB. Second one is called DOC. Correct? So here you have to prove. Of course, this is a property already assumed earlier, but we are giving a theoretical proof. In a theoretical proof, you have different steps. First step is called given, and second step is called to prove. So this is to prove AO is equal to CO, BO is equal to DO. And how to prove that? Take two triangles, OAB, this is one, and COD or DOC, anywhere you want. And then here have number OAB, angle number 1 is equal to OCD. 1 and 2 are equal. They are also called as alternate angles. When you get alternate angles, whenever two lines, parallel lines cut by a transversal, we get alternate angles, also called Z angles. Similarly here, other set, this other set, so that is angle 3 is equal to angle 4. So these are the parallel lines, and in this case AC is the transversal, in other case BD is the transversal. So these are called OAB is equal to OCD. OAB is equal to OCD, angle 1 is equal to angle 2. And here OBA, OBA means angle 3 is equal to ODC, angle 4. Okay, they are called alternate angles, about which you have studied in the previous classes. And then one more, side AB is equal to side CD. They are opposite sides of a parallelogram. So now which property can make use of? Yes, ASA, two angles and one side of one triangle, if they are equal to two angles and corresponding side of the other, then we say two triangles are congruent. So by ASA congruency we can say, what does it mean? These two triangles are congruent means you can cut this triangle OAB and keep it on COD. They will be identically equal. Means what? All the remaining angles also, remaining sides also will be equal. What do you mean remaining angles and sides? Remaining angles means the third one, these three will be equal. We want only sides now. What is sides here? AO is equal to OC. AO is equal to OC. Also BO is equal to OD. So what is the conclusion we make? Conclusion is, in a parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other. What does it mean? Suppose one diagonal is 8 centimeters, this will be 4 and 4. Suppose this is 10 centimeters, this will be 5 and 5. Understanding? So that property you should have in mind. Now we will work out some problems on this. Noted all? Very nice. So one problem, one example. In figure, HELP is a parallelogram. So you want any help, and the lengths are in centimeters. So you are given with OE is equal to 4 and HL is 5 more than PE. Find OH. Find OH. So you have to find OH. Before that you have to find out this. Then only we can find out OH. Correct? So solution is a little tricky question. That's why I have taken up. Come on. We just now studied the diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other, correct? So in parallelogram ABCD, not ABCD here, help in parallelogram HELP. Come on, you are given that OE is equal to OP is equal to 4 centimeters. Correct? By the theorem we have seen just now, because diagonals bisect each other. Bisect means what? They divide equally. So if one part is 4, second part also become 4. Now 4 plus 4, how much it becomes? Therefore you can write diagonal PE is equal to EO plus OP, that is 4 plus 4, that is 8 centimeters. Now you are given that some relation is given, HL, second diagonal HL is equal to, that diagonal is 5 centimeter more than PE. So PE plus 5 centimeters. What is PE? PE is 8 plus 5, that is 13 centimeters. Got it? Now you can find out YH. So HL is 13, therefore you can write OH is equal to OL is equal to 13 by 2, that is 6.5. That's all the problem. Correct? Noted? So this is 6.5. This is 6.5. How you got it? Because you are given relation between the two diagonals. One diagonal HL is 5 centimeter more than PE. PE is 8. So 8 plus 5 becomes 13. We know diagonals bisect each other. Therefore 13 by 2. That is 6.5 centimeters. Now shall we pass on to home assignment? Okay. First question, in the following figure, runs is a parallelogram. Find the value of x and y. You try that. A direct question. It will be linear equation. But solve it. Second question is a little tricky. Let us see who will do it. In the below figure, risk RISK and clue CLUE are parallelograms. Find the value of x. This you have to find out. Okay. So now let us see what Bhagwan Baba says. He says, hurry makes you worry. Spelling you must know, not your HARI. HURRY means doing work fast. Makes you worry. And haste makes waste. Correct? So do not be in a haste. Okay? So this is a very sweet and short message of Bhagwan Baba. Let us try to practice it. Okay? Come prepared for the answers, the home assignments. Thank you.